Hey guys, so I want to do a different type of video today, and it's going to be like a discussion video or a point that I want to talk about. I might do these more than just today if you guys like this, and let me know, and maybe I'll do it again. And I'm honestly having some anxiety about doing this video because it's a subject that's very close to my heart and meaningful to me. Whew, okay. This is something that happened to me a lot in my, growing up and even still today. Um, Before I decided to be a stay-at-home mom I have the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom and I was going to work, this is still something that was an ongoing thing for me in my life and always has been. So it's kind of a hard topic for me to talk about, and that is bullying. Um, whew, anxiety. Okay. Um, okay, sorry. Um, I just want to talk about the effect that bullying has on people and, things that I personally went through growing up and even in my adult life that have affected me throughout my entire life and changed me as a person and how to handle these things and, just talk about it. So, first off, I want to talk about things that were said to me that really affected me as a child and through high school and even as in my adult life that have always affected me that you could be saying to somebody at school or in your workplace or just in a general setting that really have an effect on people that you may not realize, or things that are being said to you that you're with me on this and you realize how much it affects you. Samuel Grace. So growing up, people in elementary school on up, I mean, honestly, even in preschool, uh, kids, and I don't want to say just boys or just girls because honestly, it was kind of equal with who bullied me in school and in life. It's not always just the boys that bully the girls and the girls that bully the boys. It's totally not that way. I was bullied by girls so much in school, especially in high school. Like, it was so much worse in high school for girls than it was in elementary school. I was bullied more by like boys and things like that. Kids would always call me, and people in general would always call me like fat or boring and plain, or I'd get made fun of for being poor. Um, People just talking about how ugly I was and fat was like the main one because kids aren't that creative. But also like in middle school, I got bullied physically a lot. I was beat up. I went to school in Evanston, Wyoming for a little while in middle school, and then I moved to Kansas, and I was still getting picked on in both places. I feel my face getting red. um, it got to the point where I started in high school. Because of something that happened to me in middle school, in high school, I started skipping every single day of gym class and hiding in the bathrooms until finally my counselor noticed about halfway through the school year that I was not attending my gym class and tried to force me to go, and I still was skipping it. So finally they just took me out of it and I had to do something else to get the credit for it. I don't remember what it was. I think I had to like join a team of some sort or something. Anyway, but the reason I started skipping gym class in high school was because in middle school, it got so bad that every time we would play any kind of game with a ball or nets or anything like that, kids on the opposite side, especially boys in middle school, would throw balls at my head, and I had glasses and they'd break my glasses or slam my glasses into my eyes with a ball, or there were several times where I thought my nose was broken because I was hit so hard with balls. Um, and I don't know, just kids trying to tear me down in general. And I'm sure a lot of other people are going through it. It's amazing to me how many people talk about how bullied they were in school and how the kids just get away with treating other kids this way. And I don't just mean in person either. In high school, I was bullied online. And when I say I was bullied online, I don't just mean like cyberbullying, people talking bad, like comment-wise on like Facebook. Yes, that happened. Yes, they commented on my pictures and said mean things, but that was not all that happened. I was actually, I don't know if you guys know what this is, but I was catfished in high school by one of my very best friends. Sorry, this is a very hard subject for me to discuss. In high school, I was catfished by one of my very best friends for over a year. She got online and pretended to be a boy and had pictures and all kinds of stuff. And this is when I was just getting into like internet and getting on like MySpace and things like that. And I actually met him or her through MySpace, and I'm not going to mention any names whatsoever, but she made me fall in love with this person, this guy, and it turned out that she was one of my very best friends, and it was extensive. She even did it to me when we were together because she was on her phone, and I at the time I didn't realize, and I didn't have a phone, so I didn't know you could get on Facebook and all that on your phone, or not Facebook, MySpace on your phone and things like that. This is when like apps were getting really popular on like smartphones and things like that. But anyway, she extensively made me fall in love with this person, and there were a million times where me and two other of my friends would try to meet up with this person and his best friend, and in the meantime, she was catfishing me with one boy and then using another boy who was saying that they were the guy that I liked's friend and catfishing one of my other best friends at the same time. And her and I were honestly really heartbroken by it at the same time. And like I said, I online dated this guy for, I want to say 2 years almost. Yeah, I think it was like 2 years. And in the end, hey, sorry guys, that video cut off. I just want to pick up where I left off, and I was talking about being catfished in high school by one of my best friends. And in the end, I actually figured out that it was her, and it was extremely hurtful. There was a long time after that where I went through a process of such severe depression that I became suicidal, and it's not a part of my life that I like to talk about a lot. Oh gosh. So taking away from what I've said during this video and trying to not go so extensively into what exactly happened to me, but still at the same time explaining to you guys how I was catfished and who did it and how I was bullied in school and things like that. This is the best I can do explanation-wise. And then I want to talk about forgiving these people and coming to grips with why people bully and how to get over it, basically. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean how to move on and how to live your life knowing that you were bullied and try not to let it affect you. And that's honestly, in my eyes, that's kind of impossible because it's kind of helped shape who I am. And I am a shy person. I am not a severe outgoing person and things like that. And I honestly think it's because I was so bullied in school that I lost my self-confidence. And as an adult, I am growing into my confidence finally and being able to talk about who I am and the things I've gone through and live my life without feeling like I need to act for other people or look the way other people want me to look or anything like that. And something that actually happened after I graduated high school, which I wish would have went differently, was one of the kids that bullied me in middle school, who used to throw, like, the number one bully in middle school, who used to throw basketballs at my face and things like that, actually messaged me on Facebook after we graduated and apologized to me and talked about how horrible he felt and how sorry he was for bullying me so severely. And at the time, I was young and I did not accept his apology. I went off on him and finally, told him exactly how it made me feel and the things that it caused me to go through. And how it really affected me. And I told him I didn't accept his apology and things like that. And then, now I wish I could have told him I accept his apology and things like that, and the reason I say that is because I do accept his apology. I do forgive him. I forgive all the people who bullied me throughout my life. And I think it's important to forgive people for the things that they've done to you or the things that they've done to people you know. Sorry again. The reason I say I think it's important to forgive people for the things that they've done and the things that they've bullied you for and the way that they've bullied you and just bullying you in general is because you don't know what that person's going through or was going through at the time that they were bullying you. There could be something really severe happening in their life, like maybe their parents are separating or maybe somebody's hurting them physically or mentally at home, and you just don't know those things. And when somebody's hurt, I feel like when people are hurt, they lash out, and that creates a bully. And that also brings me to the next subject that I want to talk about. Always keep in mind that you could be bullying someone and not even realize it. You might be going through something really hard in your life, and you're taking it out on people around you, the people you love, even your family, and you could be bullying them. So when you say something mean or aggressive to somebody, you should probably think back on it and think about how you made them feel, because as much as you could be bullied in your life, you never know if you're bullying someone else until it's too late most of the time. And I think that's what happened with the bully that apologized to me after graduation, was that he realized, holy crap, I was really bullying this girl, even though I was being bullied or I was going through something in my life. You never know what these people are going through or what the people you're talking to or bullying are going through, if that makes sense. So I guess the moral of what I'm trying to say is that you should think before you say something harmful or hurtful to somebody, or even something that you may not at the time think is harmful or hurtful to somebody, but later on you realize is. So basically think before you speak or think before you act. And I don't know, I guess if you see somebody bullying somebody else or you're being bullied, the best thing I can think of to do about it or how to act on it is, like I said, they could be being bullied or mistreated, or there could be something going on in their life to cause them to be that way towards you, to have that animosity towards you. So the best thing I can think of to do in that situation is to take it to somebody in charge, take it to an authority figure, bring the person who's bullying you with you, or have the authority figure call them in with you, and try to get to the root of what is causing it, what is causing them to lash out towards you, and explain to them how it makes you feel and all of that before it's too late, before you do something that you regret or you let it go too far and it affects your entire life. So just, I guess, think twice and make sure that you work through the problem before it's too late and before it goes too far. And I guess that's all I have to say about that. As you can tell, it was a very hard subject for me to discuss, and I hope everybody gets something from it. So thanks for watching, and subscribe, I guess, and I'll see you guys later.